Hi there, Nicole here to do your weekly tarot card reading. Happy Ostara and beginning to the new year for all of you that celebrate. For this week, for those of you that don't know, this marks the beginning of the new year for pagan beliefs, and as well, if you pay attention to just even the astrology chart, it is now officially Aries season. So that's kind of very exciting. I had trouble sleeping last night and I just kept seeing this image of this huge cliff, very much like the Fool card at the beginning of the tarot deck, which is Aries energy. But it was monstrous. This was not just, a little mound of dirt and looking over. And what you were looking over, what I could see was there was something glinting in the distance, almost like signaling to go in this direction. And I was trying to figure out, I had a compass, and if I pointed it in this, just kept going in that direction, I could get there. And it very much, but there was no jumping off. There was no, it would take more time to invent a flying device or to get to jump safely down than it would be to have to go the long way to whatever that destination is that you are headed. So I had that come in last night, and hopefully we will see that in some of the cards, but I like to get that out before that gets going in case there's synchronicities. But it very much feels like we're about to start a long journey to our, I just heard Mecca. Interesting. Okay, long journey to our Mecca. For those of you that are new to this channel, I do intuitive reading. I do let the cards kind of fall out and tell me what they want to tell me. So I do not like to choose the cards. That's just my style. I don't knock any other style, but I do just want to explain. And then I am going to use a couple oracle decks at the end to clarify. This week I decided to use the traditional Rider-Waite there, so you guys can see. Let's get a good shuffle in. All right, you guys. New year. What's going to happen this week for the collective? It's interesting. Okay, we've got two cards. Let's see. 9 of Cups reversed. Interesting. And the 4 of Swords reversed. They're not all reversed. A lot of them are, but they're not all reversed. I do like to check just in case. I do read reversals. But so this 9 of Cups in reverse and this 4 of Wands reversed. When upright, just so that I can explain why I'm getting the reversal message. The 9 of Cups is sitting and basking in the trophies and fear of success. And the 4 of Swords, did I say 4 of Wands? I think I did. The 4 of Swords is this, you have to rest. There is this must rest energy. And in reverse, it's something that's I just heard ain't no rest for the wicked, and money don't grow on trees. Nothing in this world's for free. A lot of work. Maybe this is actually like a work focus, or something is a lot of work. Instead of being this successful, victorious thing that is supposed to bring rest. I know this 4 of Swords can be negative. Here's 2 more. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles reversed. Hierophant. Interesting. Justice upright. 3 of Pentacles reversed. Working as a team, building something, plunked right upside down. Not functioning as a team, not working together. This could very well be work-related, but it could be relationship-related. Justice is this trying to bring things into balance. It is the only major arcana card that's out so far. We have Cups, Swords, and Pentacles, but no fire at all yet. No Aries, Leo, Sag energy. But it's definitely something that is not working. Did any of you watch my last video? You're supposed to be leaving that behind and letting go of that. But yeah, it's very much like it was supposed to be I'm getting a lot of quotes this morning. I'm not sure what that's about. But in The Princess Bride, one of the characters says to another, you were supposed to be a colossus, this great thing. And this is like, this was supposed to be this great thing. But it's not in balance. Like, there's no justice. Interesting. And then we have the Fool reversed, as I talked about just a minute ago. I love when that happens. And then the Death card, 2 more major arcana. So we have 3 minor arcana and then 3 major arcana. The Fool reversed and Death upright. The Fool is Aries energy. Death is Scorpio energy. That does not mean literal death, but it does portend serious change. Serious change. The Fool in reverse kind of looks like the Hangman to be seeing something from a different perspective. Why are we not moving away from what does not serve us? 7 of Cups. Ha. This is Sylvia Plath and choosing. There are so many fruits or so many pieces of fruit on this tree to choose from. One could be, you could be a painter, another one you're a writer, another one you're a mom, another one you're a doctor, another one you travel and you're a nomad. And you wait so long to choose one because you kind of want them all that they all start dying. All those options start falling away. And I think, like most of you collective, this doesn't feel very young. I'm not saying that this is for an older generation or anything, but this does not feel like teenage or youthful energy. This feels like somebody who has been around long enough to see options come and go, and where their life has taken away some of the paths they hoped to explore. And so even that when something's not working, it's like, don't want to start over. Isn't like, you're avoiding this. It's like, you don't want to start over because you know it means the end of something. Death. A choice. Having to choose. Yeah. Here we go. Here's some wands. 10 of Wands. Overburdened. Overburdened. It's weighing you down. It's weighing you down, and you're willing to carry it because you're afraid to let go. You're afraid to start over. It's hard to find balance. Okay. Page of Swords reversed and the Hierophant. Hey, I knew he was coming out. That's so funny. Page of Swords, not wanting to communicate. Not wanting to communicate. Oh, man, I just heard breaking the ties that bind. The Hierophant. Okay, everybody. Okay, look. Here's what's going on. A lot of the decisions and paths that we choose to make in our lives are hard. They're always going to be hard. They're never not. I mean, there's always a consequence to every action, to every season. But it feels like fear. Worried about being judged by the system. There's a lot of major arcana this week. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards out. Interesting. 10 cards out. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are major arcana. It's almost half. Which is the beginning of this new year and the spring energy. People are starting, I've noticed on social media, to be posting. This is the Moonology Oracle deck, by the way. Maybe somebody was asking in their head. I've been seeing so many people post on social media. They're, like, oh, it feels like spring. First warm day outside enjoying the sunshine. Interesting. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Maybe there's Cancer sign in your chart or in somebody else's chart, but personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, this feels internal. This feels like a very internal struggle, but it is involving other people, situations in your life. It could be work, it could be romantic, it could be friendship. It's not for me to say. It's not really standing out as any one specific thing, but it's something like you internally with this personal issue, like Cancer rules your emotions. It's like making peace with your emotions on this matter in order to move forward in some fashion, whether that is make peace with the decision to stay or make peace with the decision to go. Oh, interesting. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Now we have air energy. I'm sorry, not air energy, fire energy. We have a full moon and a new moon. This could talk about the next 30 days, or it could talk about the completion of a cycle. But luck being on your side is like strike while the iron is hot, point your bow, and shoot your shot. So whatever you decide, as long as you decide, you will be successful. And then I'm going to use the Kim Kranz Wild Unknown Archetypes deck here, just as a little bit more clarification. So spring is here, spring is sprung, and it feels like there's no more vacillating. Like it's time to make a choice. It's time. It's the new year, spring cleaning. Did not want to be in the middle of the deck. Apparently I wanted to be there. Time for spring cleaning. But of something emotional, of the fear that's holding you back from the changes you need in your life. The desert. Yeah, the desert. So the desert seems to be lifeless, right? Or seems to be capable of taking away life. But there's so much life that lives and survives in the desert. If only you know how. So if you're afraid of this journey, the fool's journey, going down that mountain, off that cliff and towards whatever's glistening into your future with this, like you're like reaching for, it almost makes me think of Gatsby reaching for the green light, but are you willing to trudge through the desert to get to where you're going? Okay, too many falling out. That's too many. But the prayer is on the bottom. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of religious symbolism, like the Mecca and the Promised Land and this, almost like this pilgrimage energy. But it is like, it's like finally going inside of yourself and saying, I have to do this. Like, I have to put one foot in front of the other and shoot my shot and quit vacillating, quit trying to make, like ruminating and just, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do. You have a life. You have choices. Just choose. It's like quit, you're at the fork in the road. Okay. Yeah. No, see, everything that falls upside down in chunks like that, I'm not going to take. But the one flipped right side up, and it's the crone. The crone is like that. Again, not a maiden, the maiden mother crone in the trifecta, right? The crone is wise. The crone knows, she is experienced. She has gone through it. She knows that there's people survive the desert, that there is life in the desert, that there are choices to be made, there are things to let go of, that death brings life and life brings death to every season. I'm being pulled to get one more. Yeah. As long as I don't drop them all over the place. The circles are a little difficult. What collective? Okay, 2 more. Fine then. They're so sassy. Yeah. Okay. The animal and the offering. The animal kind of reminds me of that Native American, I believe, wolf poem where it's like, or not poem, but fable, which wolf is the one that wins, the wild one or the one that, protects the pack, which wolf, the one that's capable of murder and maliciousness, or the one that is kind and caring. And the grandfather says that, his grandson, he's like, it's the one you feed. And it's interesting that there's the offering to this animal. There is a choice. Which wolf will you feed? And it does not feel like collectively that this is like, oh, everybody's going to, murderous rampage. Like wolf you feed. But it's like, especially anybody that resonates with feminine energy, I recommend reading the book Women Who Run with Wolves. Clarissa Estes something. I'm sorry, but that book. And it feels like this Little Red Riding Hood going to offer the wolf, but taming it, or not taming it, but befriending it. Like this woman goes into the woods and offers, makes a choice. There's a choice being made, and then a journey to be had. It feels like as soon as this justice card, can really come in, and you make that choice and you quit picking from all these cups, I feel like this goes, then you just start off on your journey, Definitely just collectively, I would be focusing on making a choice, whatever that is, whether it's to leave your job and start a new one, whether it's to dive into your job and make it grow, whether it's to leave a relationship and start over, or to dive into this relationship and make it grow, whether it's this friendship or group of friends that are feeding or starving your energy and you decide to make it work, or it's this make it or break it moment. It's time to start journeying to your final destination. It's time to start the rest of your life. It's time to start the rest of your life now. What does that look like for you? And be honest, be really truthfully honest, because it will hurt now, but it will hurt more later to have been dishonest until you die. God, this is so morbid this week, guys. Can we figure this out so that we can see what other energies come through the next time I do a reading? If this resonated, please let me know in the comments down below. And please like, share, subscribe. I'd love to see you again soon. Bye for now.